Hi, my name is Alyssa Jodarski, and this is a gait analysis on myself. We begin with initial contact, or the heel strike, that's pictured by the red circle. During this time, the lateral aspect of the calcaneus is making contact with the ground, and the subtalar joint is supinating. At this point, the hip is flexed slightly, as you can see by the blue angle. It's flexed to around 30 degrees. Next, the loading response occurs. Right after the heel makes contact with the ground, the body advances the impact of its weight onto the foot through mid-tarsal and subtalar joint pronation and internal rotation of the tibia. Next, we move into mid-stance. Once the opposite limb has left the ground, the body weight moves until the center of mass is directly over the foot. At this time, the center of mass is at its highest, with the foot flat and the knee stable. Then we have the terminal stance. During this stance, the center of mass moves past the foot, ending right before the opposite foot makes initial contact with the ground. As the body shifts forward and the heel rises up, the ankle plantar flexors contract to initiate plantar flexion. Tight plantar fascia provides the support to then push off into pre-swing. The pre-swing begins when the opposite foot makes initial contact with the ground, shown in yellow. As the weight moves over the first metatarsophalangeal joint, the plantar flexors generate force for pushing off. As the metatarsophalangeal joint extends, the plantar fascia tightens, causing the medial longitudinal arch of the foot to get hard. The pre-swing phase ends with the toe off of the foot, shown in green. This brings us into the swing phase. We begin with the initial swing. This starts when the toes leave the ground and the foot begins to propel forward. It then continues until the knee reaches its highest range of flexion, so about here. Once the knee has reached its maximum flexion, the knee extends into mid-swing. The knee swings through until the tibia is perpendicular with the ground. During this phase, toe clearance is ensured. So it starts about here and ends about here. Once the tibia is perpendicular with the ground, we move into the terminal swing. The leg swings through with momentum gained, and the thigh decelerates for the next heel strike. The quadriceps muscles contract at the same time to prepare for initial contact. So it starts here and ends here. So let's go through this one more time. Here we have the initial contact, then the loading response, mid-stance, terminal stance, pre-swing, initial swing, mid-swing, and terminal swing. This concludes my gait analysis.